Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
On the double.
Mark ball. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check 31.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Yes, yes.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 30. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. The tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Pull it together. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check. Shift.
They run. Devontae Freeman. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Number 58.
Check 56. Check right. Check 4.
Hey, 88.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming. Check. Check. 29 is the mic.
General West.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Hey, 88.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and it's third down. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, you know, the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike 56.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And the catch made by Johnson. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Inside.
56 the mic, boys.
Hey, high 7.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Rodgers going to throw. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
37's the mic. Mike 37.
Nice, sweetheart.
Hey, we're going 37's the mic. Mike 37. Hey, check.
Watch out.
Boxing.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological?
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
At the 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's going to be a long day. Like 22.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
He's checking.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Get ready. He's coming, Mike. I'm coming. Shift. Check your hot read. Watch twist.
Inside. Check three. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Throw me. Screen again.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Out. Shift.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Tie it right. Jimmy.
Callie. Don't let Callie.
Switch gears.
We are going. Watch the shift.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun. Hayes. And this one complete to Burnett. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
6-6. Pull it high.
Back.
Leo. On the ball. Hey, foxtrot. Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Easy.
Bang, bang.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 43.
Run.
On second down, Freeman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
56.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Looking to throw on second down. Hayes. He's going to have the hook up to Burnett. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Here we go. 10-2 soft.
All right, D. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
Hey, seam 6.
Here we go. 10's the Mike.
Throwing on first down. Hayes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
You draw Corcoran. Hey.
Me.
Bravo. Get it.
Back to throw. Hayes. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Here we go. Kill.
Now.
Off play action. Hayes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Watch the twist. Check 99. Hey, we got Mike
X3, 218, chopper.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Alpha.
Slam. Watch twist. Hey, check 24.
Yo, go. 5.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. That is Clinton Dix with a pick.
So first thing across my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
No. 319.
I'm on. Alert flare.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Johnson's got it complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
50.
Now Rodgers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Let's go. Number 50. Hey, you block over here. Jump out. Hey, Charlie.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Complete. It's Johnson. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Get 300. Get 300. Hey, Delta.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Johnson, the intended target. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Topper. Hey.
Kill. Turn up.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Jet. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, wahoo!
On 4th down, Hayes. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 6-yard line.
General West. Hatchet. Inside. Freeman, get up.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, we're going 37 now. Live. Come on, D.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check 37. Check 37.
Check 52.
Switch.
Check 30. Freeman, get up.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. He'll take this inside the 40. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On the ready.
Mike 10. Watch the curl.
Recon, 132 fighter. They go.
Off the play fake. Hayes. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Spawn. No. Big air.
Go. Ready.
From the gun, Hayes. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Pull it high. Yo, fast.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Joe Mixon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. On first down, Freeman. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
It's second and 8 at the Titans.
Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on second and 8. Rodgers. He gets this one to Johnson. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Hey, high 7.
37's the mark.
Hey, take 26.
Grip right.
Yeah, Liz. Over.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
50. Hey, you block over here.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Mike 37. Here we go.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
37's the Mike. Mike,
You draw Porter.
he's coming.
Back north.
We got double up.
Check. Hey, orbit.
Deuce. Hey, Mike. Alert 3.
Rodgers now on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Now that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Five.
All day.
Go.
Just like
Look. Squeeze.
31. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Now.
On fourth down, Hayes. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Come on.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Hayes. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Titans 28, Steelers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
88. 50.
Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Harold Landry able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
They absolutely pitched a shutout, so can't